Faygate car boot sale, 25th of September. Take one. Alright, we like a bit of that. Yeah, so good morning and welcome back to Neil and Jan Reselling.
Oh, good afternoon, even.
Yeah, it's afternoon now. We've been to a Faygate car boot sale this morning.
Yeah, the first one in a long time because we've been going to Echo's puppy party on a Saturday morning.
And that's been, was that how many, 5 weeks, 6 weeks did we do that for?
I can't remember now, 5 or 6
but
weeks.
It's been taking up the Saturdays, so so that's been good. So it's really good to get back to a boot sale on a Saturday.
Well, to Faygate in particular.
Yeah, we do like Faygate. It's a nice.
Luckily for us, it's nice and local because yesterday was the big petrol crisis in England. And everywhere was sold out of petrol. We did go to the petrol station this morning on the way because that's where the cash point is.
And they didn't have any fuel. It was all closed. In fact, no, there was a gas. There was a weird gas thing that they do. Is it those cars?
What, the LPG or
the
something?
LPG. They had some LPG, but that was
Does
it.
anybody actually use that?
I have no idea, but apparently they still had an LPG thing there, and that wasn't closed off. But that was Broadfield.
But no good for anybody else, was it? And
if you haven't got a cup of tea or coffee, you might want to consider getting one.
And by now in the afternoon, I've read on social media that all our petrol stations in Crawley are now out of fuel.
Yep.
So I hope that you managed to get to boot sales if you like going to boot sales and that you had enough petrol
yes,
to get
enough
home.
petrol to get. But take two.
Yeah, so we got to the boot fair. And we took walkie-talkies today, which are the ones that we bought there a couple of months ago now. But when we turned them on, we realised that we're on the same channel that all the boot fair people are on.
Yeah, so
it's like, oh, Bill.
So I asked him if he knew, because I hadn't worked out, I hadn't looked at changing the channel. We were on channel 1.
Just stayed on the one that it was when we bought them.
So, and obviously they're using channel 1. So, and then he didn't know how to do it. He said, "Oh, don't worry, just walk round. You can just listen to our chat anyway." So that was.
But I did feel inhibited from using it. In case all the people from the parking bit came running up.
But we had it in an emergency, isn't it? So we're so I need for next time we use that I need to change the channel.
We need to actually. Oh, you're charging yours. I didn't put mine on the charger.
Mine on charge.
I didn't use mine. The battery should
mine
be
didn't.
fine.
Anyway, let's have a look at some items. So
it's going to be a short one today because we didn't actually get very much, and I think it's worth pointing out that somebody left a comment on our last show and tell videos that apparently we're a disgrace to the reselling community.
A real disgrace. We are appalling.
Because it was all his fault.
Yeah,
last
it was my
time we
fault.
went to a boot sale, he only took £20.
£20.
And don't you know some people take hundreds of pounds?
Yeah, hundreds of pounds. And yet I only took 20. So
you're a disgrace.
It's not like we have bills to pay.
You know what this means? We got our first troll.
Yes! Thank you! First troll! Excellent.
I feel like we've arrived.
We've arrived! It took us to 260 subscribers to get our first.
There'll be more, don't worry. There'll be more.
Excellent. So, thank you very much. By the way, Troll, if you want to continue watching, that's great. If you have subscribed
I only took
or not.
£20 myself this
However,
morning.
if you don't like what we're actually doing, which is why you complain about it, feel free to unsubscribe and never watch us again. That's fine too. Up to you. We're not saying go, but if you want to go, that's fine. But if not, continue to watch and hope you don't get offended when I only take £20. Because today, I took 50, but I only spent 30.
20 and another 20 and a 10.
Yeah, I did.
And Andy went in the petrol station and bought a finger of fudge so he could get some change.
So I could get some change. How appalling is that? I didn't go to the bank.
It's probably the only business they got this morning.
It
because
probably
everyone
was.
else was driving in, looking at the pumps and driving straight out. So.
But yes, I did actually only spend £30 today. And before we even go into what I got, I have written it down. And I actually looked at what I actually got, and it looks like I should have a resale value of £158. So £30 into 158 is 5 times the amount. Which doesn't matter how much you actually spend, it's how much profit can you make from what, you know, if you spend hundreds of pounds, let's say you spend hundreds of pounds and really don't make a profit, you buy a whole load of junk. You might
today I spent, I think it was about £3 and on a possible return of about 30, so
that's pretty good. Well, you know, I normally get most stuff, so let me jump in with some of my bits. I was really struggling
quite badly this morning. I've been poorly this week. My blood pressure's way too low, so I've been really struggling to function at all.
Right, now I did actually buy a couple of things. Well, I bought one thing that I think that's going to probably be a little bit naff.
I was just explaining you don't care.
No, I don't care about anything. So I bought a keyboard this morning. I have a couple of other keyboards. I've got about 4 keyboards up on eBay at the moment, some of which are selling up to £50 by the looks of it. However, I saw the keyboard, asked how much, they said £1, I said great, and then I looked to see it wasn't a USB cable. Now, I'm not saying that this won't work, but it's obviously for an older computer. I recognise it from the older stuff.
Well, is there a USB to...
well, someone might actually be looking for that adapter connection.
But like I said earlier, all you need is somebody who's got an old computer that uses that plug, who's broken their keyboard, and you've got a sale. That could be exactly what somebody wants.
It could well be, and I'll probably stick it... The fact that there's probably not a lot of them, I'll probably stick it on for $9.99. So yeah, not too bad. But if I had have seen that it wasn't USB before I did it, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. So it's kind of a mistake. But that's one of the things. Let's move that out of there for a sec. Okay. Some of these now. Picked up a Philips radio DVD. They had this one and they said they're after £2. They said, oh, and we have a second table just there, and we have another one also for £2.
So you got them both?
So I've got them both. So for £4 I got this one, and also got this one, which is a Bush.
You got one of those the other week. I recognise it.
Yeah. And the Bush one even has the manual. So that's really cool. Now I've had a quick look. Up some of these just to give you some price ideas of. I've already done the investigation of how much I'm going to post these up for, and the Philips one, they're actually selling for £25. That's what they're going for on eBay as the sold amounts. So they're selling for £25, and the Bush ones are going for £15. So
Philips is a nice one. It's a smart one.
It is quite a nice smart one. Obviously, I always check that the aerials are still fully intact. That's one of the things that go on radios. Obviously, on this one, it actually only has a wire, so it doesn't actually have a breakable aerial. But I think, considering that should be £40 straight away, and I only spent £30, that's pretty good, I think. Let's get a couple of other bits out. Do you want to go through a couple of your bits, lovely?
Well, as we got into the boot sale, Neil was still talking to Billy about the walkie-talkies.
Walkie-talkies, yes.
So that meant that I could actually get ahead of him, which is so unusual because normally he will pick out all the best stuff before I get there. Although sometimes we do have different things. But although the weather forecast was really good, it actually wasn't that good. It was kind of a damp air rather than rain, wasn't it? It was.
I haven't seen these yet, so I'm going to put my glasses on so I can have a proper look.
And as I came up to a table, the chap was saying 50p, everything on the table's 50p. And I saw that, thought, National Trust, looks like a little pair of I didn't even take them out of the packet, but I thought 50p, you can have a look at them because you're the binocular expert. And then they had this pair as well. Again, didn't even open the packet. The cases are lovely and clean.
Yeah, I mean that's nice. I mean that's gotta be. I think you should easily get probably about £6 to £9.50, something like that. So on the 50p, that's pretty good.
The other pair's Vivitar.
I've not seen Vivitar as a brand.
That's those. So 2 pairs for £1.
Yeah.
But I think that particular seller it was clear that because of the petrol and the not great weather, there wasn't going to be a huge lot of people buying at the boot sale. And he very realistically thought, well, I've got this stuff, I've got to at least cover my pitch fee. That's what I'm assuming anyway. So better sell it than take it home again.
These Vivitar ones, they're only at ×4 by 30. So it's got a nice big lens, a nice reasonable size lens for light. I'm wondering whether they're used for like a show. They're not that.
What, at theatre or something?
Yeah, theatre or something like that, like a modern theatre type of.
It could be.
I don't know. I've never seen a ×4 by 30 before.
Or what I thought of when I found it is that two like that, lovely condition. It's probably husband and wife had a pair each.
Yeah.
And
it is. I mean, that is almost. I would say almost brand new condition.
They are lovely, aren't they?
The condition of them is really good. The rubber is not degrading and feeling sticky.
Yeah, it's still got the silica in the.
It's lovely light metal material, as in the aluminium, but that all feels really nice. So I've not seen a 4 by 30s before, but that is a nice little pair, and for 50p, I think you've done really well on that. I mean, I'm not sure about how well that magnification sells, but they've still got to be a £5 at least, easy, and for 50p you've done really well.
I think so.
And apart from anything else, if they're 4 by 30s and that's not a very popular magnification, it may even be worth slightly more on a rarer magnification than not. Who knows? I don't know about that. So
I don't know.
Okay, so what?
It was unfortunate. I was just going to say that because it had started raining, some of the sellers then covered their tables over with plastic sheeting.
Yeah.
And then didn't uncover it. So
they've
gone all that out of their way to get there, put all their stuff out, and then nobody was even looking at the stuff because you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Which seemed a bit of a shame to me, but
Anyway, so
but there you go.
I've got a couple more. Well, as usual, I've got a few more bits. Picked up a PlayStation 2 controller. This is the PlayStation 2. I think that's PlayStation 2. I don't know that might do PlayStation 1 as well. I don't know whether it's that's a DualShock. But what I do know is that I picked up some PlayStation 2s. Just the consoles that didn't have the controller, so I've been looking for PlayStation controllers to make up.
And how much was that?
£2. Now,
is that a good price?
I'm not selling it. I'm not planning to sell it individually, but if I was, it looks like on eBay they're selling for about £10. Yeah. So again, that's still a pretty reasonable. Picked up a camera. I can't remember. I think this was £2 or £3. It's Kodak, and it's the Advantex T50. So it's the advanced film where, as you can see on the top, you probably know that you can select from the panoramic to normal to square picture. You get that option on it. It is a battery camera. Just takes your little AAA's.
And battery compartment's
battery
clean,
compartment.
isn't it? So
and that
what
one.
would you want?
Let's have a look. What did we work out? That was that one. I've lost it on. No, here it is. Yeah, I paid £3. Probably only looking to get about £9.99, kind of 10 quid, roughly. It's not great. It's not a great amount back, but it's still buy it for a price, and I mean that's triple my money, so it's reasonable. And then also picked up a Sony CyberShot. Sony CyberShot. It has a Carl's Ice lens. It's only a what is it? It's a 4.1 megapixel, so it's not a great kind of megapixel. But then they still sell for. I picked it up for £2, and that should sell for about 13. So £10 profit on a £2 layout isn't bad.
Yeah.
So that's it on that little file. If you want to do another one.
And then I have a actually very expensive blood pressure monitor that came in a very soft case, and I wanted to get a firmer case, and I found this, which is
so is it an actual case for one?
well, no, it isn't. I bought it. I just checked the zip on it, and it looked quite robust. And I thought, well, that looks about the right size. That'll do.
Definitely.
Paid 50p because I was looking for one on Amazon last night that was 20 odd quid.
Right.
But when I got it home and opened it up, it's actually rather a nice makeup case.
Right.
I don't know if you can see all that. It's got all the bits for. It's even got bits for brushes, a mirror there, and a zip pocket. And now I'm beginning to think, well, do I keep it from a blood pressure monitor,
or actually sell it for what it is?
It on, you know,
because that looks.
I mean, it's probably one of these a promotional item or something.
It
I
looks
can't even
like it
make
should
out
be
what.
work.
I don't know if you know what that logo is. I don't recognise it.
Yeah, if you recognise it, guys, let us know what that is.
But I think I might put my blood pressure monitor in it for the meantime. But
yeah.
the case that it came in, it's
It looks like it should be worth 10 to 15 quid, doesn't it?
Well, it does, but the case that my blood pressure monitor came in, it's the Omron IntelliSense that puts all your stuff onto the computer and everything. It's not a cheap blood pressure monitor, but the actual case is flimsy, and the material's sort of gone. I just don't like the feel
degrading,
of it. Yeah. I'm funny like that. I can't touch suede because I can't bear the feel of it, and this has gone just a little bit suedey, and I don't like it.
Right, let's have a look.
So that was 50p.
Nice.
So we're up to £1.50 so far. Or I am.
Right, here's a couple of things. So I bought a book. It's heavy.
It's a doorstop.
It's very much a doorstop.
Totora Grabowski.
And it's
Principles of Anatomy and Psychology.
It is one hell of a book. I thought that it might actually. It does say CD included. I don't know if there's a CD in here, and some of these is that slightly water damaged actually.
Does look a little bit water damaged, but
yeah.
Does it say price on the back of it? It's got a label, but I don't know if it's.
Well, I did actually look it up, and they're kind of going for only about £7. I paid 3 quid. Then. Paid 3 quid for it. Well, it might just be a damn interesting book to browse through anyway. But I mean, I still reckon I should still get a. I'll get my money back on it.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be. The thing is, you never know with these books. It might have been getting that book, and it might have been worth 30 quid. And unless you actually spend the time to actually look it up whilst you're there, then, and personally, if I'm doing that, then I'm probably missing out on other bargains. There were a lot of other resellers.
Do you want to echo out in case you need the garden?
Okay, so we've got that book. So
hello, Echo. You come to say hello to the people.
Echo's come to say hello. Are you come to join in? Are you a co-host? Are you a co-host? Are you?
Yeah, this is how big she's got. She can actually jump up and say hello now.
And she says she's co-hosting. And right, you co-host, and I'm going to talk about some DVDs. So, not DVDs. I saw this. Now, knowing that we're going into Q4, and I thought, oh, that's quite. I mean, alright, it was raining, it was wet.
It's actually Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers.
In a tin.
Tom Hanks. Yeah, because now there are some others of these that are in a box set, but they're in a cardboard cover.
Yeah, I was going to say,
and
you
this
bought this set before from a charity shop, I think. Did you
Did
sell
I?
it?
I don't remember.
Well, if you didn't, I did. One of us has had this, but...
But this is actually in the... It's actually the
VHS.
The VHS. So there's not going to be a lot of people, but then I also think that those people that want it, I mean, imagine older people that haven't moved on and still using, I don't know, maybe some older people.
Are there any older people who haven't yet got a DVD player?
I don't know.
Even my mum and dad had DVD players, and if I hadn't lost them, they would have been 100 next year.
Anyway, it's on video, it's taking a chance.
But what could happen is anybody who's buying a VHS recorder might still want them.
And people are still buying them.
Well, we're still picking them up at boot sales and selling them, so...
So anyway, so I picked that up for £1. Thought £1 was pretty good on that one.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't normally buy music, and this might be a really big mistake. £2.
Here comes summer.
Here comes summer.
20 great CDs for that summer vibe. Tracks include Can't Get You Out of My Head, The Girl from Ipanema, is that? I don't know. Summer Samba, Summertime, La Bamba, Let's Twist Again. Oh, that goes back a bit, doesn't it? I was going to say that's older than me.
So
Brown Eyed Girl.
So it's not... But the thing is, each one of these is still sealed.
Yeah, the box might have been open.
The box might have been open, but they have never been played. So they are brand new, absolutely sealed. And I thought for £2, it's not my normal kind of thing. Now there were another 2 boxes like this.
You put that in the wrong way around, darling.
All right. There are another 2 boxes like this, but the other boxes had ones missing.
Right.
And this was a complete set, and I thought, I don't know, I mean, maybe it's worth a £5, maybe it's worth 10, maybe it's worth 25. I have no idea. But again, it's coming up to Christmas, and someone might...
as we go into the long, dark, cold winter, you know, we've just passed equinox a couple of days ago, so
yeah,
nights are drawing in. People might just want a bit of summer.
Who knows? So
it's know.
I thought for £2 I'd give it a go. It's not my normal type of thing, but you know, sometimes
she's got your shoe again.
Have you got my shoe again?
I blame the owner, not the puppy.
I blame the owner. Oh, you. Come here. Have you? Oh, she dropped it. She had my shoe.
Show and tell what you found.
Show and tell what she found. She found Daddy's shoe.
For the second time today.
For the second time.
Can we not have your dirty shoes on the table,
well,
please?
I didn't actually put it there.
Oh. How lame was that? Oh, come on. Yeah, you just carried the dog that put it there.
Exactly. She dropped it. I thought it would look
That's
adorable.
it, blame the puppy.
I thought it would look adorable.
Okay, where are you?
Anyway. So that's that, and then I've got another just box of 3 items. So it's quite small pickings for me today.
It was, yeah. And I've only got just these 2 left. I picked up these Coca-Cola, These are float glasses, which I assume
What's
is...
a float glass then?
Well, I assume that you put your Coca-Cola in, then you float your ice cream in it.
Oh.
I think.
Coca-Cola and ice cream? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I know they're called float glasses because I've been doing my research. But
yeah.
What else would you float in Coca-Cola?
Ice cubes?
No, they kind of sink, don't they?
Yeah.
And you've got a wider top. So I'm assuming that's where you're...
But anyway, they're quite nice.
It looks like we might have to test them out before we sell them.
Yeah.
But got the pair for £1 and they should sell for 12 to 15 quid, I would think.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
They're nice condition. So
yeah. Cool, right. My last little box.
Quite heavy though. Actually, while you stood there, can you just stick them on the scale and see how much they weigh?
Yeah.
How much they weigh? Because they are very heavy
What, as
glass.
both of them?
Yeah, put them both on.
What are you guessing?
I don't know, 750?
970 for the both.
So, well, I was going to say it should come in just under the kilo then, but it won't by the time you've added your packaging onto it. But anybody who wants them is going to be all right paying me.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of these from America.
Right.
With like a huge amount of shipping. So who knows?
Who knows? Right, well, next thing that I picked up a Wii board. Now, you know I pick up these Wii balancing boards, but the thing is, this one today was Wii Fit Plus.
Rarely seen animal.
Rarely
Wii Fit
seen
Plus in a box.
In a box. It's a grubby box. It needs a clean. But I did actually just, you know, it's silly not to check, but I did actually open it up. I'll show you. I opened it up to check. And as you can see, it's still got the batteries. The batteries are still sealed. It is literally never been used, never been opened. So this can be sold as brand new.
How much?
£5.
How much are they in the shops? Do you know?
I think they're about 30 something in the shops. I've seen one of the one that's boxed
one of
for
those
20.
unwanted Christmas presents, no doubt.
Yeah. Now I've seen them for about 20 quid with a box, but I've not seen them brand new, as in not opened.
Yeah.
So you know, normally I pay about 2 or 3 quid for them. But in a box like that, I actually think that's got to be worth picking up for a £5.
I was just thinking, what are these labels on it? It could be old stock or returned or something.
Yeah, well, once I've cleaned it up and given it a nice look so that the box looks nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was quite good. So normally, without the box, pick them up for 2 or 3 quid is what they're kind of buying for at boot sales. So the next thing, the next bit was a little bit of a gamble. Obviously, electronics. I don't know if they're gonna work, but the lady did £5 for these next 2 items. So now the remotes are actually here. They're in the other bag. I just didn't get them out. But this is a Virgin Media V Plus box HD. So that's a bit like your FreeSat kind of type of box. It's your TV box that's gonna.
Well, it's more like your Skybox.
Yeah, your Skybox, but for Virgin. So I had a look at that, and so it's £5 for the both of them. Where did my sheet go now? Lost my sheet. Here it is. Yeah. So I had a little look at these. So the Virgin box looks like these are selling for about £18.50.
Really?
Yeah. So that's not too bad at all.
And it's got a remote control.
And it's got a remote control with it. And then also there was this box with it. Now, this box has a bit more. Basically, you have the Sky HD box. So it's got a Sky HD box with it. Now the Sky HD box, they're going for about £12.50, which is not bad. But also there's some cables and that with it. But there's this little Sky box here, which I'm not quite sure what that is.
Oh, is that because some people have their internet from
with
Sky,
their internet
so
as well?
That the Sky router and
this,
internet
and
thingy?
this is the router as well. And I think these go for about 12 quid as well. So that should be about 25-ish pounds for that. Now the thing is, I see so many Sky boxes when I go round, and I've never picked them up because I always just thought, well, surely they're just free when you
sign up.
So who's going to want them? But it looks like there is some kind of demand, so I need to do more research.
Well, I suppose when we signed up, we had the satellite dish put in, and it was all came at the same time. But if somebody's moving into a house that has a dish, but doesn't have all this stuff,
and maybe they can get free or a certain amount of free stuff with it.
Yeah, because some people, when they're fed up with paying the Sky subscription, just use it on the free channels, don't they? So
I've never really bought them, but I should actually, when I get to selling this, I'm going to do a lot more research, find out if they sell, and I might start, if there's a demand for it and it sells, then I'll pick more up. And say it's not
because especially where we live, we're in Crawley, which is next to Gatwick Airport, and it's a very transient community, isn't it? You've got a lot of rented properties, and all the airport staff kind of flow in and out, so you get a lot of people moving around a lot in Crawley.
And so I know that there are other channels where some people manage to pick up amazing things, and sometimes we pick up some really good things. But sometimes this is really just about finding things that you can buy on a regular basis and sell on a regular basis for a profit. It's some of this is just about, I pick up a lot of cameras, pick up a lot of sat navs, pick up a lot of binoculars. I know that all of those items sell.
Especially if you're like us and sometimes you haven't got hundreds and hundreds of pounds to go to a boot sale with.
Yeah.
You've got to take the money that you can afford and turn that into something.
It's about for us. This is about earning money. I'm looking to develop it as a full-time business, and it's a bit like if you look at look at Sainsbury's and Tesco's. They sell the same stuff again and again and again and again, and they make a lot of money. And it's just a case of you find items that you can buy at a good price that you can sell on again. It's not necessarily glamorous. You're not finding, like Cola Flipper, amazing pairs of earrings that cost thousands. We'd all love to. But sometimes it's just about finding regular stuff that you can resell.
The other point about not taking a lot of money to boot sales is if you spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds, you have in the past, even not spending hundreds of pounds, filled the trolley up 3 or 4 times over. When you get it home, you've got to then house all that stuff until it sells.
Yeah. And the thing is, the more expensive...
We used to have a 3-bedroom house, but now it's just...
a warehouse. But the other thing is, if you're buying lots of small stuff that you're not paying out a lot of money on, if you get it wrong, you're not losing a lot of money. If I was paying 50 quid or 100 quid for individual items, I could be messing up greatly.
But this is what we've always said, if you just spent 2 quid on it, what's worse that's going to happen? You'd lost 2 quid.
Exactly. And this just goes to show, and this is partly what, I guess we're saying this because we had the comment about only taking 20 quid to a
I was
boot
just thinking
sale.
about that camera you bought that you paid 10 quid for, and I said you've been robbed, and you actually sold it.
I sold it for 11. So I didn't make a big profit, but I didn't
well done
actually
you on
lose.
that one. I didn't think you'd ever shift that.
Well,
but...
even more importantly was I was surprised that it didn't come back. You know, I sold it for £11 and they didn't say, oh my God, this is rubbish, and send it back. I mean, it was good for what it was. It was a good quality for what it was. It just isn't a very good product generally. But anyway, so... But,
I wouldn't use quality in
in
the same
sentence as that camera.
But quite aside from that, you know, the fact is that we have to work with what we have.
Yeah.
And that's work within the budget that we have and within the physical space that we have.
And we hope that you guys are getting...
We're doing what we can and we're having a good time. Taking you lot along for the ride. Hope you're enjoying it as well.
I hope you're enjoying the value of seeing seeing
us
people
make idiots of ourselves.
Starting from nothing and learning as we go. And this is very much a case of learning, and I hope you're learning with us, mate. Sometimes just learning of things not to do, things not to get, but also seeing some things...
We make the mistakes so you don't have to.
And it very much to the point of the going round the boot sale of going, you should have picked that up, you should have picked that up. We want to know, and not only for us, but everybody else watching.
Well, you had that today because you found some people that were...
Some of our watchers. That
they're subscribers or watchers, but
actually been
some
round,
people who knew us, who'd gone round after us and found things that you'd missed, didn't you?
Yeah, there was, so I actually missed out on a brand new Monopoly that was still sealed, which they picked up for £1. I think they were saying that it was a limited edition. In fact, guys, if you're watching, drop a comment down below. Let us know exactly what it was. But I think you said it's a limited edition that's worth about 30 quid. But yeah, hi guys. So I hope you guys find it interesting. And I say, we are not pretending to be experts in this whatsoever. If anything, you guys that are watching, when you know of items that we've missed out on, that we don't know the value on, you're not only sharing it with the other viewers, so that everybody gets to learn from this experience of things that we're missing out on, and stuff. It's to help everybody progress and improve on their game of what they're doing, and I think it's really valuable
all round, isn't it?
In fact, I mean, that is the thing. I mean, apart from our troll, everybody else in the selling and reselling community is absolutely brilliant. Everyone's really friendly. You know, today there was a multiple of us, people who are watching our channel, going around. And it was a case of, wow, what did you get? You know, let us know. I mean, show us what you get. What was your best thing today and stuff like that. It's not, you got there first.
I'm using a different handbag, and I think I perhaps upset someone because I didn't have a cup of tea in it.
Oh. Oh. But, yeah, so, I mean, everyone's just been really, really good. It's a great community. Everybody seems to want to help each other. There doesn't seem to be any nastiness about anything
else. We're enjoying it. We're having a good time, and we can't do anything else. So
it's what we're doing. Anyway, so I think that's about it for today, Jan. Is all your bits done?
I think so. Yeah.
All my bits are done. So
yeah, but just hi again to the guys that.
Hi to
said hello to us at the boot sale.
You will have been mentioned in the actual film of going round. We'll be saying hi. I didn't catch everybody on film, and don't know that everybody's going to make the edit of the film.
No, I normally get edited out.
Yeah, and anyway, but we're hoping to get to another boot sale tomorrow, being Sunday. So depending on the boot sales being on, I still have 20 quid left for tomorrow. And
yeah, so much of it depends on weather.
It does.
The forecast is okay, but looking out the window now, it's looking very grey and dingy.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. There might be one tomorrow. If not, we might do a rainy Sunday. I don't know.
Either way, we'll do something.
We'll do something. So anyway, catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for your company.